Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm shooting this one a little bit off the cuff. I really didn't have an idea for a video for a while. But tonight I've been listening to a lot of 80s metal. So this is pretty much an 80s metal meltdown of what I've been spinning. And some great records here. I'll tell you what, this stuff just brings back so many memories from my childhood. I might go through that a little bit. Several LPs here and a couple of cassettes. Just something about the 80s, I'm telling you. Badass. But in the background, we're going to be listening to one of them I've been listening to a lot, especially this song, Gypsy and Thieves by Leatherwolf. On this, the guitars, Leatherwolf. Not sure exactly where they're from in California. This album was released in, I believe, '87. This is their debut. I never really see anybody talk about this album in particular, but it is freaking amazing, especially my favorite track, which is playing in the background, Gypsies and Thieves. But the vocalist on this is just amazing. His name is Michael Oliver, and wow, some killer shit, killer vocals, back gang vocals done by the whole band. Thomas at Merciful Metal would appreciate this album very much. Just killer. I seen Leatherwolf back in the day. One of the first concerts I ever went to, and they were on tour with this band on this tour with White Lion. So it was Leatherwolf and White Lion, and picked this cassette up, and just an amazing freaking album. Most of these you're gonna know. Of course, but the lesser known ones I might post a link or something like that. This band did a Bad Moon Rising cover. It's okay, I'll just say that. So anyway, let's move on. So I jammed that one over and over again. Favorite track is Gypsies and Thieves. And then I played this amazing Black Sabbath record with Tony Martin. The vocals on this is some of my favorite Black Sabbath vocals of all time. I love Ozzy, I love Dio, but this album in particular, it's a more of a power metal vocal that Tony Martin just freaking blasts. It's just amazing album, 1989. Favorite track on this is When Death Calls. It's my favorite freaking song on this damn thing. I love the intro, The Gates of Hell, and it goes right into Headless Cross. I just love the atmosphere that intro builds into that song, and those vocals are freaking amazing. Call of the Wild, Black Moon. I love that that song. Nightwing. Actually, I think there's a Stephen King movie with the same title. I'm not sure if they're connected in any way, but I freaking love it. Love the artwork on this one. This is an IRS copy, which Thomas at Merciful Metal, he's been wanting me to shoot this video to show this. It's the same version you have, Thomas. It's on IRS. I'm assuming this is a European copy. Not positive, but I know whenever I've seen what's his name? Dang it, Mr. Boulder. James did his Black Sabbath ranking, and his copy had the white lettering off to the side, and then this one's got the purple, which I think Thomas has. Absolutely amazing record. One of the best of the 80s. I think this was released in 89, but just sounds really good with that leather wolf. Same kind of vocal style, just amazing record. Another one I was listening to tonight, man, if I could get it, is Demon's Night of the Demon. Oh my God, 1981. I've talked about this record maybe once or twice, I'm not exactly positive. Just that cool 80s heavy metal, especially that the opening track is kind of spooky. I think it's Night of the Demon. This is on Carrier Records, and I love the artwork to this. Just amazing artwork, amazing album indeed. But there's so many good songs on this, and it's just an album that I've seen several people show and talk about, but I think it needs more love. And their sleeve here. It sounded really good with this style. That's something about the 80s metal scene. It got buried a little bit with glam metal, and there is some glam metal in here. I'm not saying it's all bad, but it just got buried. This old antique 80s metal, just the cool stuff. Here's a glam one. Vinnie Vincent Invasion. I think I've talked about this album a couple of times. Absolutely love this. It's definitely glam. Mark Slaughter's vocals on this are freaking amazing. Vinnie Vincent, of course, on lead guitars, and Dana Strum on bass guitars, which Mark Slaughter and Dana Strum later separated from this band and formed Slaughter. And that's amazing stuff too. But I really like this. This one says best played at maximum volume. Good one. I believe it's their debut. It's self-titled, and it's just an amazing album on Chrysalis Records. Fucking killer one tonight. The Spin. Another one. I think this was released in 1985. Under Lock and Key. Which Tooth and Nail is actually my favorite one, but there's my favorite songs are on this album, which is In My Dreams. I love that. Unchain the Night. Lightning Strikes Again. I freaking love that guitar riff. Actually, I love the guitar tone on this album. Also, Don Dawkins' vocals are freaking amazing. Of course, George Lynch on lead guitars just freaking did some really, really cool stuff. Jaded Heart was another one. But I mainly listen to side A. But I'll show you this one. This one's on Elektra Records. So, inner sleeve, of course, and lyrics. And on the Elektra label. But, man, this just has just a killer sound. And killer freaking sound. Sounds 80s. Love the artwork as well. Just a killer freaking record. Killer one. I spun that one several times and played Unchained the Night several times. It's my favorite track on there. So next one up, I guess I'll show. Played this one again. I've showed this a couple of times, but anytime I'm in the 80s metal mood, this one's going to get played every time. It's one of my favorite records of all time. Malmsteen's trilogy, Yngwie Malmsteen's trilogy. Yngwie J. Malmsteen's trilogy. So this album to me You Don't Remember, I'll Never Forget. I love that track. But favorite track on this is Dark Ages. So you take the track Gypsies and Thieves, Unchain the Night, Night of the Demon, and When Death Calls. I think it's a really cool freaking compilation, don't you think? If you know those songs, I might just create a playlist, but love the artwork to this. This amazing album. I think I've shown this a couple of times, but of course all these are OG, so they're not any colored vinyl really. This one's on Polydor. I think I just talked about this not too long ago, but it was on the turntable, so I'm showing it now. Fucking amazing album. I love the instrumental on this trilogy, Opus Suite. I think maybe I showed this in my power metal video. I'm not positive. Killer one. And then I had to listen to some more Black Sabbath. It seems like Night of the Demon by Demon and Born Again by Black Sabbath, or Purple Sabbath if you want to call it that, since Ian Gillan from Deep Purple is in it. I think this band kind of got that. And the lyrics, the artwork's a little purple. I actually love the artwork. But anytime I hear Night of the Demon, I have to pull this one out, Born Again by Black Sabbath. I think those two albums just sound really good together. They've played back to back. This was released in '83, I believe. And favorite tracks on this is Disturbing the Priest. I think that freaking track is evil. Zero the Hero, of course. We all know who covered it, so I'm not going to repeat it. I love Ian Gillan's vocals on Born Again. He brings some of that like Child in Time, Deep Purple to a Black Sabbath song. Of course, Tony Iommi's freaking guitar solos in this is amazing. I think Stonehenge's that little intro, if I remember right. The Dark, maybe, also. But amazing album, of course. 80's all over it. Here's the inner sleeve. And it's one of those records that on Warner Brothers that just freaking blows me away. Love this freaking thing. I should do a Black Sabbath ranking, but I did a ranking video just to see how it'd go, and it didn't do very well, so I don't think I'm gonna do another ranking video. But anyway, yeah, this one was on the turntable. Black Sabbath, Born Again. What an awesome freaking album. And next one up, man, I tell you what. I went on a Tesla binge there for a couple of days, and Bust a Nut I played, and what's that one with Edison's Medicine? I just showed it not too long ago. I played that one, and the Great Radio Controversy. This one, and this one's my favorite Tesla album, by the way. But this has my favorite tracks by Tesla on it. Modern Day Cowboy, I love that. Easy Come, Easy Go, Coming At You Live. Too Late for Love, actually really love that song. Favorite ballad on this, of course, is Before My Eyes. This album was released in 1986, and it's just a perfect fucking record. Perfect record. The first song I actually heard on this was watching, I think it was on Headbangers Ball, and it was the title track. Oh no, Modern Day Cowboy. And then I was watching Cliff 'Em All, and there's a scene where they're sitting on the couch, and Lars is actually playing air drums to this. But cool little inner sleeve. OG press, of course, on Geffen Records. Fantastic record. There's some songs I kind of don't care about, but for the most part, most of this is a fucking perfect album. Not perfect album, it has perfect tracks. Another oldie from my youth. One of the very first heavy metal albums, along with Killers by Iron Maiden, Shout Devil by Motley Crue, and Holy Diver by Dio. By Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. I had to listen to this motherfucker tonight. Excuse my language, but I love the track Hortaria, Captain Howdy, Street Justice. Freaking love that. Burning Hell, heavy metal. The Price, I love that song. SMF, The Beast, killer freaking record. And OG Press. Here's the sleeve. And falling apart. I've had this record for a long time. Never had any. Oh, it says play it out loud, mother. Play it loud, mother. I love the guitar tone. It just sounds freaking 80s. And there's something about the 80s guitar tone, drum tone, and vocals. How they produced the records. It stands the test of time. Stay Hungry by Twisted Sister. Freaking amazing. And then last but not least, I listened to a couple Dio albums. Listened to this one a lot. Holy Diver is actually my favorite album. Show this other one. Where can I find it? There it is. And of course, this one, Dream Evil. I should have brought the record out because I listened to them both. But this one is my second favorite Dio album. It has The Last Line, which is my favorite song on this. Breathless, I love that. I Speed at Night. One Night in the City has a just cool freaking beats. I love that. Evil Eyes is good. Mystery. Egypt, The Chains Are On. Love that track too. It reminds me of Rainbow. And I think especially when, I don't know if it's on that track, but he mentions rainbows on it. It just sounds like a rainbow track. Killer artwork. I love this artwork. But this one was amazing. I might share some more stuff I listened to that I didn't put out. On Warner Brothers again. Nice old sleeve. Might do some bonus stuff. Let's do some bonus stuff. Of course, I showed that Dio, but some other stuff that reminds me of the 80s. Of course, my favorite Ozzy album is the live one, is this one, and it's Black Sabbath tracks. I think these are the best versions of those Black Sabbath tracks. I absolutely love Ozzy's vocals on this. This is the old CBS copy. I love how it says on there, makes it feel like you're getting a bonus 2 records set on 1 compact disc. I think my cassette said the same thing, if I remember right. Killer one. Of course, The Ultimate Sin. Man, this album goes way back with me. My favorite tracks, I should have said this. I love the version of Black Sabbath on this. Snowblind, Symptoms of the Universe. I love that version. And Never Say Die. Actually, like that. Prefer that version on this to the Black Sabbath versions. Even though I love the Black Sabbath version, don't get me wrong. I think these versions are better. And then The Ultimate Sin. Favorite tracks on this is Lightning Striking, Killer of Giants, Ultimate Sin. This one still has the poster inside. And just amazing album. Flip this tape. Leatherwolf tape. I can love Leatherwolf. I think I've seen, maybe it was Dennis at Analog Archives that showed some Leatherwolf before. I think he showed the sophomore album. But yeah, this one, killer shit. Let's do that. Let's see. Probably shouldn't show this, but I'm going to. Fuck it. LA Guns. Nothing screams more 80s than this glam rock sleaze metal album. Love that artwork to this. Just this is a really good album. Love the production on this thing. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I like Poison a lot. Of course, one of the first cassettes I ever bought was a Poison cassette, but I listened to a couple tracks on this. I didn't listen to the whole album, but this is my old copy. Never bought this on cassette. Just have the CD. I believe I got the CD and it had a long box. Wife's hair is on me. But Killer One. Oh shit! Should show these. I don't think I've ever showed these on my channel. GNR Lies. Man, this brings back some memories. Of course, these are not really 80s. My original Use Your Illusions, which I don't hardly ever listen to. I like only a couple tracks on each album. But I love this thing. But anyway, I shouldn't turn my back to the camera. If I did. Oh shit. I'm gonna show these. Twister, Trickster. I don't know why I bought this album. I actually only bought it for one song, but it's actually a really good one. It's on Mechanics Records. I've had this copy for decades, since the 90s. It's OG press. The guitar work on this is really good, and the guitar tone always remind me of like a Sacred Reich album. But the lyrics, of course, are big time glam, as you can tell. But that guitarist is freaking phenomenal. Good stuff. Smells like old books. That's how old it is. Might show just one more. Kind of brings me back. Yep, 1989. I think, or 88, one of the two. This album right here, oh shoot, it takes me back to the old days. Reminds me of a football game was when I was in 9th or 10th grade, I think. But we went up to Kansas City to play one of the Kansas City schools. There's many high schools up there. But needless to say, but this album always reminds me of that football game. Cool stuff. Can't freaking ignore your past. I know some people would frown at stuff like this, but I fucking love these old albums. I do. Still to this day. Good stuff. But anyway, that's my video. Probably shouldn't have pulled all that shit out and kept it where it was, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you maybe revisit these if you haven't listened to them in a while. Y'all have a great day. Later.